Greetings and salutations, and this is Techronaut here, back with more A Hat in Time. And today we are beginning Act 3 of Chapter 1, She Came From Outer Space. Now, yeah, we're going to get through this game pretty quickly because it's not a long game at all. I want to say it clocks in at about maybe 5-6 hours, just about. I mean, I am mostly doing like 30-40 minute videos, so like it's kind of hard to calculate. Plus, I'm cutting some stuff out for these videos to not be their full length. At full length, each of these videos are like 45 minutes. So, like, you gotta, like, do the math there. I think there's, like, a total of, I want to say 10 or 11 parts of this Let's Play. And each video is, like, 45 minutes. So you do the math there, it probably clocks it at about 5 or 6 hours. But that's still pretty good. Like, I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, a game has to be, a game has to be open 70 hours. The pay tag. Yes, I'm making fun of those people because they are so stupid. I actually have, like, a video idea written, like, fully written, to basically complain about that dumb mindset. But I don't know if I want to do that as like its own video, or if I just want to casually talk about it in one of my Let's Play videos. Because if I make it its own video, I could, like, it might start some stuff, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to cause trouble, you know? I think casually talking about it in a Let's Play video, where if people who do have that opinion hear about it, they're less likely to get mad about it because I'm not going into, like, specific angry details on it. But just in case I don't talk about it in, just in case I don't end up doing that video, because the video's, like, kind of half and half. I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet. It very much depends on if I think I can get away with it. Because, like, it is an opinion I have a really strong stance on. But it's not like anything offensive or anything like that. It's basically just me thinking that the whole, like, a game has to be 1,000,000 hours long to justify the price tag is the dumbest mindset ever, because, like, that implies that the quality of the game doesn't matter, replay value doesn't matter, the characters don't matter. Like, literally, it implies that the only thing that matters in a game is how long it is. Not how fun it is, not how much substance is in it, not how much there is to enjoy, or how much, like, effort was put into it. No. Like, literally, you could make a game where all you could do is walk. All you could do is walk, and have it be 80 hours long, and then compare it to a game like A Hat in Time, and those kind of people will act like the game that all you do is walk in is the better game and more worth it because it's 80 hours long. That's literally how those people think. And it's like, oh my god, it's so dumb. Because to me, like, I can sort of understand it to a degree, because you want, like, bang for your buck, obviously. Like, you want it to be worth it. But time is not the only element of making a game worth it. That's what makes games different, like, a little more different from TV shows and movies, is that, like, them being shorter doesn't make the money wasted. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, you know, like, TV shows having short seasons kind of sucks. A movie being less than an hour kind of sucks. Like, I could get, like, the argument, oh, you don't like a movie or a TV show because its seasons are short, or it's, like, in the case of a movie, its runtime is short. I could get it there. But with video games, there's this thing called replay value, right? Where you could replay the game, go back and get collectibles or Easter eggs or hidden side objectives you could have done, and get, like, better scores and stuff. Like, there's millions of different ways to add replay value to a game. Resident Evil is really good at this. Resident Evil games always have a lot of replay value. A Hat in Time has a lot of replay value. Ratchet & Clank games have a lot of replay value because of the gold bolts and leveling up the weapons and the arenas and all that stuff. Like, replay value to me is way more important than game length. Because I'm going to want a game that's not one and done, you know? If the game is one and done, it's kind of pointless to me for the most part. And a lot of like longer games that are over 35 hours, are games you could do everything in your first run real easily. Like, it's hard to miss everything, and almost everything in the game is required to complete your first run. Like, I don't like that. I don't. That's so dumb. It really is. I like replay value better than game length. And now, okay, here's the thing. I could understand if a game is like as short as like something like Sonic Forces. Then maybe, yeah. Like a game is 2 hours or less. Yeah, okay, you got a point there. Sonic Forces was released for $40 and it was only 2 hours long, and the gameplay was also shit. And there was no replay value to it. In a case like that, you're fully valid to not want to play the game because of its length. Because there's no replay value in it. And it's only 2 hours long. Like, I don't think any price tag justifies a game being under 4 hours. These days, anyway. Like, years ago, yeah, like, the average length of a 3D platformer in the 90s would have probably been like 3 or 4 hours anyway. Like, a lot of the old, like, the Insane Trilogy, for example. You can get through, if you're not trying to 100% the game, you can get through each game in the Insane Trilogy in less than 3 hours. Without going for, like, all the collectibles to get the 100% ending. And I'm saying 100%, I know, like, it's more specific, like, I know Warped is 105%, I think, Crash 2 is 102%, but you get what I'm saying, like, it's, but still, those games still have extra content to do in them, and when they were released as the Insane Trilogy, you're essentially getting a total of like 8 hours of gameplay, not including the extra stuff you got to do to get the 100% ending of each game. Like, not even including that, you already had 8 hours on it. So, like, it gets an excuse there. A Hat in Time, as I previously said, if you're not trying to go for everything, is probably about 5 or 6 hours. That's good. And A Hat in Time has a lot of replay value. It's got DLC you could do. We're going to be doing some DLC later in this Let's Play, actually. So me saying it's 5 or 6 hours might not even be accurate, because I did DLC instead of something else. You're going to see what I mean when we get there. Because there's a chapter in this game I really don't like. So to bypass it, I did DLC I like a lot more instead. The DLC was cheap too, so that's why I even got it. But yeah, you're gonna see when we get there. I don't want to like spoil too much, but if you're watching this Let's Play after those videos are up and you see the thumbnails of those videos, you probably already know what I mean by it. But it's whatever. It's whatever. But what are my thoughts on the level we're on right now? Okay, it's our first boss level. We're not at the boss fight yet, so that's why I'm not, like, talking too much about the game. But we are doing some stuff. I did show you how to get the key. The key is required, so, like, if you've never played this game before, there you go. There's how you get the key. You just grab the crab bucket, drop it on the button. Drop it on the button, drop it on the button. I'm kidding. But anyway. Mafia guy's talking to us.
Other little girl running to kitchen if you are looking for her. She looked like unruly type. Keep eye on her.
See, this Mafia guy is smarter than Hat Kid, apparently, because, okay, don't shade the Hat Kid when I say that, but this Mafia guy can tell there's something wrong with Mustache Girl, and to avoid spoilers, I'm not going to say why he's right about that. I mean, we're gonna see it later in this same video, so it's not too spoilery, but I still don't want to give it away for anybody who's never played the game, has never seen the game, etc., etc. If you've never played or seen the game before this, then what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Go play it. Go play it and then come back and watch me play it. Like, just saying. It's an amazing game. I highly recommend it. 3D platformers have always been my favorite game genre of all time, so maybe I'm just a little biased here because this, like, checks so many boxes when it comes to that genre. I'm someone who grew up playing Crash Bandicoot, Sonic the Hedgehog, and well, technically in the later years of my childhood, Ratchet and Clank, because I didn't play Ratchet and Clank until I had a PS3, and I didn't have a PS3 until I want to say like 2009. I want to say, and that's when I got into Ratchet and Clank, because that was the first time I ever played like any of the games. I played Deadlocked in the Future trilogy, and they were really good. Then I tried All for One and Full Frontal Assault. Did not care for them. Played Into the Nexus, loved it. I currently have PlayStation Premium temporarily because they marked down the price. Like, they marked down the price for a small bit, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna upgrade for this like $20 for the rest of my current subscription time, and then I'm gonna downgrade back to Essential. But I will say this, if they ever have it on sale again, I will upgrade at least back to the second tier, because the game catalog is actually really useful. It's how I even got this Let's Play. Fun fact, half the Let's Plays that are going to come from this season might be from the game catalog for PlayStation Plus Extra.
You must be very lost, kid with the hat. You're in the heart of our town, standing before the most powerful man you will ever witness, including this hourglass piece. If you want it, we'll have to settle it in true Mafia style. Lights, action! It is showtime!
I can't tell what kind of accents they try to do with the Mafia guys. It sounds Russian to me, but I feel like they're trying to do Italian because of the way they're designed and the fact they're focused on cooking, and like Italian's like one of the best types of food there is in the world. So like I could see like them be supposed to be Italian, especially because they're called the Mafia, you know. Usually when you hear the word Mafia, you think of Italian Americans, but who knows? Who knows? And no, that's no shade to Italian Americans either. I'm not saying like, oh, like you can't trust Italian Americans or anything like that. No. I'm not. I don't even know what word you would use for that, but that would be a form of bigotry of some kind. And I'm not that way. I'm just saying that, like, typically in media in particular, not in real life, in media, when there's a mafia portrayed, it's usually the Italian mafia, you know? That's more so what I'm talking about. Okay, wait to attack there. Hit his ass. We literally did hit his ass, I'm pretty sure, like...
Mega charge!
Yeah. Anyway. So, a really fun fact, later in the game, we're gonna get like a really like third wall breaking line from another boss character that's related to the bosses turn blue when they're not immune. But something I gotta say about that is the Mafia boss is the only boss I've noticed, aside from the boss that breaks the fourth wall, that turns blue. The second boss doesn't do it. The final boss don't do it. I don't think the mini bosses against the Mafias on the barrels and the a certain mini boss you face in Chapter 3, I don't think they turn blue. So it is weird that he makes that fourth wall break comment. But I think only the Mafia boss is the only boss before him that turns blue, if I'm not mistaken.
So what do these things do anyway? Are they some sort of rare collector's item for nerds? Are they some sort of rare Wait, huh? Whoa, what? What? Did This is crazy! Do you even realize what could be done with these? We can make it so that you never got punched in the face by the Mafia that one time. We could beat up the Mafia, travel back in time, and then beat them up again. No, wait. We can make it so the Mafia never arrived on the island. Wait. Even better. We could be crime-fighting time travelers. Wait, what? This doesn't make any sense. You have all this power, and you're not gonna use it to fight evil? If you're not gonna use them to fight evil, then I will. I'm not gonna let this island remain as Mafia Town. I'll collect all the timepieces for myself. You have my word on it. Ha!
So that's what I meant by it's not like a big spoiler. Like, she's already betrayed us just because, like, we didn't want to, like... To be fair, there are some red flags with her, like, ideology. Like, yeah, she's, like, talking like, we could save people, we could be heroes. The way she's talking is very different from the way she acts. Because her idea of being a hero is to basically make, like, villains suffer. And that's not what being a hero typically is. At least in real life, it's a very different thing. But I'm more so talking about in fiction. Usually in fiction, being a hero is a lot more about, like, saving people. It's not making people pay, which is Mustache Girl's whole ideology is that she wants to make people pay, particularly the Mafia. There is some backstory you can uncover in the Seal the Deal DLC, which I do not own, so you won't be seeing it in this Let's Play. But there is some, like, DLC, there is some backstory you can unlock about her that kind of explains why she particularly hates the Mafia so much. But her ideology, as we'll see later in the game, goes past the Mafia. Like, they're not the only, like, people she targets later in the game. You'll see what I mean when we get there. It's a very late game thing, and I don't want to, like, spoil too much. But yeah, she tries to claim she's the hero and stuff, but she's really, like, the biggest villain in the whole game. I don't even think, like, you gotta think about it, because the Mafia are kind of just... They're just kind of bullies. That's really all they are. Like, I know bullies are bad, so, like, I'm not, like, not to downplay bullies or anything. I know they're bad, but, like, the Mafia are literally just bullies, and not even all of them are bullies. Like, there's a couple you can find around that are just regular chatting and stuff. Like, some Mafia dudes are actually kind of chill. A majority of them are bullies, yeah, but, like, a couple of them aren't. Like, I don't know, I have a mindset where you shouldn't, like, generalize groups of people, even, like, goofy fictional ones, like the Mafia in Mafia Town, but I still think, like, it'd be wrong, too, because there is a couple Mafia dudes around here. Some of them even help Hat Kid at certain points. Like, they could tell you stuff that's useful and all that. I think there's a chest behind me that I missed, but I think we get it later. Give me some pods. Give me some pods. Give me some pods. If anybody knows what song melody I'm referencing. If you did not grow up in the 2000s with Nickelodeon, you might not know it. It's a really good song. Like, oh god, thinking of the song actually makes me a little depressed because the show it's from fell off so hard. Oh my god, like, the song was during, like, the golden age of the show, and then, like, after that it was just like, ugh. Sometimes it's better for a show to end, like, let's be real. Like, not all shows need to go on forever. Like, I'm of the belief that, like, depending on, like, a show's, like, how long a show can go on, before its quality drops. It's different for most shows. A lot of people try to say, like, it's after the 3rd season of a show, but I kind of disagree there because it depends on, like, the show in particular. Because, like, the show I was just talking about, The Fairly Odd Parents, I don't think it fell off until, like, I want to say season 7? It was whenever they introduced the anti-poof. That was when that show fell off. For me, personally. Because there were still, like, some fragments of quality in it before that. And as long as, like, some of the original charm that the show always had is there, I still consider it a little good. On a similar fact to that, I actually really love Family Guy up to season 8. Like, everything... I even like the first few episodes of season 9, actually. Like, I like the episode where, like, there's the murder mystery going on. I like the episode where Brian becomes a Republican. Like, I like that stuff. And I'm not going to go into my own political views. I'm neither Republican or Democrat supporting. I am actually strongly against both. I'm not going to hate you if you support them, as long as you're not, like, part of the problem I have with them, obviously. Like, because I do have problems with, like, the views of both those parties. But as long as you aren't, like, one of the extremists that have those really fucked views, I'm not gonna judge you. You believe what you believe, you follow what you follow. That's, like, whatever, like, seems right to you, you know? As long as you ain't, like, an asshole, a bigot, or, like, try to attack people for no reason, it's chill. I literally listed my main problem with both sides just now too, but you know, I know not everybody who supports those parties are that way, you know. That's why I'm, like, a little chill on it. As long as you aren't, like, part of the problem, you ain't gonna hear, like, me say anything against you following whatever you follow, you know? Same thing with religion. Like, I'm not a religious guy myself, obviously. Like, I'm atheist, but if you follow a religion, as long as you're not part of the problem, that, like, each religion has their problem, but it's a little, like, it's a much smaller problem than, like, political parties have, because, like, much smaller portions of religious people, at least from what I've noticed, are actually bad. It might seem like it's larger, but it's really not. It's just that the bad parts are usually more vocal. You know, like, every group of people has their nut jobs, you know, like, every race has crazy people, every religion has crazy people, every political view has crazy people, every sexuality has, like, you can't generalize a group of people. That's, like, why I'm against that belief, and that's why I mentioned that, like, earlier in this video. Like, I'm against the idea of generalizing a group of people, because I'm well aware every group of people has crazy assholes in them. People who are fucked and, like, have views that I strongly disagree with and are part of the problem. Like, yeah, like, I'm not gonna get into specific views, obviously, because I don't want to get too political and stuff in this video, but, like, I don't know. I just have strong morals. That's why I can't support either one of the two main parties in the U.S., because they both go against my morals in one way or another. But I know every group has good people, every group has crazy people, so I try not to generalize a group of people. The only group of people, and I do catch myself doing this sometimes, but the only group of people I do kind of generalize is politicians, and that's mainly because, unlike almost every other group of people, I have yet to see a politician who actually is a good person. But that's just that, because I've seen, like, examples of, like, good and bad people of every other group that I could think of. But politicians are like the one exception. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a good politician. Like a good-hearted politician. At least one that, like, like, there's proof that they're a good person, you know? Because what they act like in public isn't always true, you know? We got this cat to talk to.
Don't know how to. I'll let you. You can. If you're able to identify, I've taught you.
Okay, so we have just been introduced to basically piecing together relics, and apparently my controller is going dead while I'm doing this commentary, so give me one little second. Where'd my fucking charger go? Okay, here it is. I was about to say, where'd this bitch go? But yeah, we can bounce on this day too. It's kind of fun. Like, I literally just spent a couple minutes doing that. But we're not done here yet. And no, we are not starting the next chapter. I just wanted to get rid of that beeping noise because it's kind of annoying. But yeah, we are going back to Mafia Town because we got one last little thing to take care of now that that first relic is finished. You see that little purple rift up there, or pink rift, whatever color it is. I've seen like some places call it a pink rift, some places call it purple. To me, it looks more purple, but you know, it's whatever. Whatever these rifts are, we are doing them in the Let's Play. I'm not doing the side rifts like the ones that aren't mandatory, well, these aren't really mandatory either, but I do want to do them. I mainly did them to kind of unlock backstory, but in some cases, I missed a couple paintings, so you're just gonna have to deal with that. Of course, I could go back and re-record, though, with me getting all the paintings, but that wouldn't be genuine now, would it? Like, I want these to actually, like, be genuine, like my first run, you know? Or not necessarily my first run, but my actual run in the Let's Play, you know?
Rules of time rift. If you die,
I don't care what the Mafia is talking about. Let's just get back to the game. I don't even know if I'm doing the right accent, but he sounds like this to me. Who knows? Mafia out. I don't even know what accent I'm doing, honestly. I'm just mimicking what the accent sounds like to me. I don't even know what accent they're trying to do, obviously. To me, it sounds Russian, and to me, the one I just did sounds like a weird mesh of Russian and, like, stereotypical Japanese, but, you know, who knows? Who knows? I used to be able to do accents a little better, but I stopped practicing them, so over time, I'm kind of just, like, there's a couple that I do practice currently that I want to get better at. Like, I do practice a Scottish accent, obviously, because that's an accent I want to get really good at doing. And I want to do, like, the genuine version of it, not, like, you know, the stereotype. Oh, I see a bunch of crazies around here. They're a little crazy, aren't they, laddie? Like, that's literally the best I can do right now. I literally had a Resident Evil 4 video where I was doing it, like, for half the video. And I think I did it a little better there, because right now I'm just kind of, like, thinking on the spot. But, yeah, that accent, and I do want to get good at an English accent, honestly, like a genuine one, not like a fake ass one. No, I don't care what they be thinking. This Mafia dude's be getting in the way. I can't stand for that laddie. Let's take him down. You see, like, it's not that good. Like, it needs a lot of practice. I might even look into, like, videos that kind of explain how you can do the accents better. And you don't even want to hear my English accent, because although I am practicing a little bit on it, it's pretty bad. Like, the Scottish one, you can at least tell I'm trying to do a Scottish accent. The English one, I don't think you can. Like, hold on. Top of the morning. Kind of crazy, isn't it? Like, see, it's horrible. Like, you can't even tell I'm doing an accent, I don't think. Aside from the in it part.
Has little girl noticed that
Jeez, I wish I could do. I can do voice impressions amazingly well, but I cannot do accents for the life of me.
Mafia has opened entrance
Mafia
to the
guy?
next floor for you.
Can I progress? Can I please progress, sir? Thank you. I believe I only missed one painting here, if memory serves me correct. I think I only missed one painting. We're gonna see though. Okay. I'm just trying to get this without getting hit by Mafia. Okay. Woo! Oh, and an easy way to get these is to have the sprint hat, but does Pass Me go for them or not? Pass Me goes for them. Yep, you can get these real easy with the sprint hat. Okay. I think a Mafia dude already told me that you don't got to get all of them, but I don't care. I'm still going to try to get all of them. My guy literally rolled over me with, I don't even know what kind of meat that's supposed to be. It's got a bone in the middle, but it don't look like meat that would have a bone in the middle. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, it is implied that they make most of their food out of fish. It is implied that they do that, but I don't know. I also don't know why Pass Me is pausing the game here, but I'm going to do a cut. And we're back. Again, I don't know why Pass Me paused the game. I think I was trying to see... I don't know. I know for sure there's a painting here somewhere, I think, if memory serves me correct. Do I get the painting? I don't fucking know. I really don't. I don't know if I get it, but I think there's a painting in this room. Or in this area. Whatever you want to call it. Why are all these tickets flying everywhere? Papers, whatever you want to call them. Ah! No. Oh, now there's a guy throwing cans at me. Fuck's sake, mate. Like, why are you doing this, fam? You're doing this. I'm just trying to get collectibles, and this guy over here throwing cans at me. I thought we were cool, Mafia. Thought we were best buds. Apparently not. I feel so betrayed, man. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You can obviously tell I'm kidding, because, like, I'm over-exaggerating. That's not actually how, like, somebody would sound when they're, like, sad. That's just me being goofy. Okay, apparently I missed 2 paintings. Don't care. Just wanted to showcase me actually doing the rift. I think I do go back outside of video to get the completed stories and get all the paintings, but I just didn't want to record like something that wasn't my genuine run of it. You know, like, it just didn't seem genuine to do that. Excellent. We are completely done with Mafia Town now. I know there is still an act incompleted. I know there's still 2 pages right here I gotta do. I do not care. This is the last we're doing in Mafia Town. We done. We done here. New record. Reroll. New record. Reroll. Ooh. 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 I think I already have this hat flare. I don't know. Do I? Hold on, I'm kind of tempted to go back in the video to see if I already had that hat flare, because I don't know. I think I did. Because I think when I was like doing the sprint towards the Mafia guys to pick up the Rift token pawns, I think I had the chicken hat already. We'll get some better cosmetics when we get to quote-unquote chapter 4, but for now, we got the chicken hat. It's chill.
Hey there.
We also play music here.
Band, just a bunch of owls that got together to play music while riding the conductor's Owl Express.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay if
Talking about a character we haven't run into. Thanks for spoiling. We haven't run into him in the Let's Play yet, my guy. Thanks for spoilers. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I already knew who the conductor is when I got here.
Want to swap out some music?
Yeah, they can play music.
All right, be all ears.
But I'm gonna be ending off the video right about here. So, bye.